to make for each one of our creations. That original is all done by hand on a thin sheet of copper. Then we use it as a mold to make the pieces that we sell. These are partly done by hand, partly done by machine, on a thicker copper, so they're more solid. So we have to work on something soft, like this rubber mat. We always do a drawing on a piece of paper, pin it down on the sheet of metal, and with a pointy tool we engrave the design on the copper. So the side we trace the design on, that side becomes the front of the piece. Then we turn it over and we start working on the back. 95% of the work is done backwards. So with the same tool, the next step is to go inside the pattern to trace a second line, double line just beside the first one. I'm leaving a space between the two lines. That's important because it's going to give a 3D effect on the front. And after that, still working from the back, but using other tools, we have to push out the center, the inside of the pattern. So imagining in our head how we want it to pop out on the front, and without making any mistakes. Cannot push the copper back in afterwards. And some of the things that we do are very raised out. The rooster behind me is a good example. That's done with one sheet of copper. So what can happen nearly at the end, copper stretches out to a point, it can crack. Then we have to start all over. Cannot repair that. And we do this step by step, working on thicker and softer pads along the way, just to be able to stretch it out more and more. It's starting to take shape. So once our pieces are done, we dip them in an acid, turns the copper all black. We polish the parts that we want to, so we leave the background and the green darker, and then we lacquer the copper so our things don't turn green. And we can also put some color, some enamel, like my mother does on these plates, and that you'll see also on some of our jewelry. And we're 5 people in my family plus 1 employee to do everything you see here. So I'm going to let you discover our work, and don't forget to go and see the panels my father has done completely at the back. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is your